Bees are flying insects closely related to wasps and ants, known for their role in pollination and for producing honey and beeswax. There are nearly 2,000 known species of bees in 7 recognized biological families. Some species, including honeybees, bumblebees, and stingless bees, live socially in colonies. The most common bees in the northern hemisphere are the Elyctides, or sweet bees, but they are small and often mistaken for wasps or flies.
They are found on every continent, as long as it contains insect-pollinated flowering plants. As a consequence, they cannot be found in Antarctica.
Bees range in size from tiny stingless bee species, whose workers are less than 2 mm long, to megachild Pluto, the largest species of leaf-cutter bee, whose females can attain a length of 39 mm. Beekeeping is the activity dedicated to the breeding of bees by humans. A beekeeper keeps bees in order to collect their honey and other products, including beeswax, propolis, pollen, and royal jelly. The location where bees are kept is called a beeyard.
Human beekeeping or apiculture has been practiced for millennia, since at least the times of ancient Egypt and ancient Greece. Apart from honey and pollination, honeybees produce beeswax, royal jelly, and propolis. Bees have appeared in mythology and folklore, again since ancient times, and they feature in works of literature as varied as Virgilius Georgics. Bee pollination is important due to the fact that bees are adapted for feeding on nectar and pollen. Most pollen is used as food for larvae. Bee pollination is important both ecologically and commercially. The decline in wild bees has increased the value of pollination by commercially managed hives of honeybees.
Bumblebees are important for pollination of raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, almonds, watermelon, pumpkins, and many others, just to name a few.
The second advantage is related with honey, due to the fact that bees turn the nectar of the flower into honey inside the honeycombs to feed the newborn bees. However, honey is also a product that we can consume because it's rich in antioxidants, minerals, and vitamins. It's beneficial for our own health. Apart from being an alternative for sugar, it also helps in order to heal wounds by killing bacteria and preventing infections. The main disadvantage of them is related to the fear that we may feel towards them. For most of the people, bees are considered dangerous due to the fact that their stings hurt so badly.
Scientists have been investigating for years the disappearance of bees and have detected more than a dozen negative factors that affect them. We are only going to talk about 5. These products, introduced in the early 90s of the last year, have negatively affected colonies of bees and bumblebees. An amount of studies have shown that some substances can affect the sense of orientation, memory, or metabolism of bees. Reduces the power of chemical messages emitted by flowers, and bees find it harder to locate them, according to a study in the journal Atmospheric Environment. Could aggravate the situation in various ways, such an alternation in the flowering time of plants or the amount of seasonal rains, which would affect the quantity and quality of the nectar. Also, the massive use of mobile phones may be one of the culprits of the tragic disappearance of hundreds of millions of bees around the planet. Greenpeace is a non-governmental environmental organization with office in over 40 countries. Greenpeace states their goal is to ensure the ability of the Earth to nurture life in all its diversity, and focus their campaigns on worldwide issues such as climate change, deforestation, overfishing, and anti-nuclear issues. Now it's time to save the bees.
They support the total ban on imidacloprid, thiamethoxam, and clothianidin. They ensure that the risk posed by all other chemical pesticides for bees and other pollinators is adequately evaluated, and all those that are dangerous are prohibited. They develop a comprehensive action plan to protect bees and other pollinators and establish a roadmap to increase the area devoted to organic farming by 2020 to 7.6 million hectares.
The Friends of the Bees Foundation aims to raise public awareness and institutions of the importance of bees in the development and conservation of ecosystems for the pollinating work.
Some of their main ideas are to encourage beekeeping as the last stronghold of honeybees, to contribute to bees for the recovery of degraded ecosystems, and to encourage cultural and artistic events related to bees or beekeeping.
Thanks to the thousands of signatures in Europe in favor of bees, there are already 4 toxic insecticides banned. However, they are temporary and partial bans.
They mainly consider that we should establish a timetable for banning the most harmful pesticides like thiamethoxam and imidacloprid.